it's Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for June 2025. So, on June 26th, we are going to have our final astro event for the month, which is Mr. Mercury, ruler of the mental plane, ruler of information, communication, how it is that we express ourselves. He's on the move again. He's moving out of the Cancer energy. He's moving into Leo energy, the heart and soul of the zodiac. So first of all, it's very interesting because if you've been following along specifically in your energy guides, you would know that Mercury's been very busy as of late. Of course, we just had Mercury's rulership season in Gemini. Mercury was in Gemini. That's why our heads were about to explode. That's why there was information overload. Yes, Gemini season provided that as well. The solstice giving us that karmic checkpoint definitely adds some intensity there. However, Mercury being in his rulership in Gemini energy through Gemini season was a little bit much. We were very happy to have Mercury shift into Cancer energy. Of course, that was at the beginning of June, although it did bring up a lot of nostalgia, a lot of sentimentality, a lot of emotion. Again, Cancer energy, very attached to the past, very attached to our emotions, our intuition, to our home, to our safety, to our security. Although there was a lot of sentimentality, it felt very nice to have that pressure from the Gemini energy be relieved. And here we are, just a couple of weeks later, we're on the move again. Mercury is moving into Leo energy. We have to talk about the transition from Cancer energy to Leo energy for just a moment. Cancer energy, of course, is a cardinal water sign. Cardinal energies mean that they're the initiators, the bosses of the zodiac. We, while an immutable sign, Gemini, we're presented with information, perspectives, ideas, and let's just call it information overload, little details, little puzzle pieces, if you will, that prove to us that something needed to change. Mutable energy is all about change, all about flexibility, all about improvement, all about adjustments. So we were presented with that. Then when we move into a cardinal energy, that cardinal energy is like the authority figures of the zodiac. And this is when we're like, yep, okay, we have enough information, proof, and data to it kind of suggest that a major change is on its way. Now we have to boss up and do the thing. So Mercury in Cancer energy was attempting to get our heart and our head on the same page, was attempting to process the information, the ideas, the perspectives that we were challenged with through the Gemini energy